Hello. Okay, so I have this idea to make Kirby houses for each world or each stage. I can't remember what it's called offhand. In the Kirby Forgotten World. So I'm gonna make, I went ahead and kind of mapped out little areas. So I'll probably start here and then just go around all the little levels. That's the gist of it. I guess I'll just get into it. Okay, I'm gonna start with the natural plains, and for this one I want to make the mall. Or not exactly the mall, but inspired by the mall. So I'll probably just make some bump outs. I think these are floating. Yep. I'm gonna start off with this. And then I really want to add a pillar up here, like where you fight the big gorilla. Perfect. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I like that. Oh, you know what'd be perfect? There's this little sculpture, this right here. This has the correct shape. Perfect. I'm gonna put that in the back too. Let's start getting our colors in. So I want a nice orange. Yes, that's perfect. And then I want to do white accent walls. And now I want to get some blue for this. Blue monkey tower. That seems to match. Okay. Let's do those bright blue, like, doors and windows. This. Perfect. Oh, I love these new windows. Are these new? No, they're romantic gardens. I just haven't used them, so they seem new to me. Oh, you know what'd be perfect? Exquisite. The little neon sign. Yeah? Looks like a mall to me. The only thing I would add is the mall kind of has stuff all over it. It has vines and stuff. So let's add those all over. I added greenery all over, like it's been taken over, and I like it. Now we're going to work on Everbay Coast, which I'm going to put in the corner right here. First and foremost, I want to put big tree in the center, almost like it's going to be like a tree house bungalow whatever type thing. Something sort of like this, but this is a boring shape, so we're going to add my favorite, some circle walls. So what if we did a circle wall here, one here, one, we didn't turn that all the way, one here. I'm actually going to put these walls back because I want to add some interest. So what if we go boop? There's a lot of platforms in this level, so I feel like that works. Yeah, I like it. Cute. But now I don't like this point, so we're going to do this. Okay, yes, it has much more visual interest. And then I'm gonna make this look like it's like in the water. So to do that, we're gonna have this with these. Ooh, we could even do the green ones like it's been wear and tear in the water. I like that. In order to have stairs, the only trick I know is to put this little triangle guy right here, and then another little triangle guy right here, and then connect them, and then we can turn that into a little place to put stairs. The theme of this place is like very industrial, and it's like flooded, so that's what we're gonna go for. I'm gonna take some little platforms. I'm gonna put one here, put one here, and I have an idea for up there that we're gonna play around with. I know there's an industrial wallpaper that already looks so much better. I want to use these pillars because they also look like they have water damage on them. That is kind of the look we're going for, is industrial and water damaged. I need to make this talk fun. I'm kind of tired per usual. I've been playing Kirby. I actually haven't finished the game, so it's going to take me a while to finish this build because I have to finish the game first and see all the levels for myself. You know, especially when I do the interiors, I can look at the overall pictures and do the exteriors, but I feel like you have to actually play it yourself in order to know what you want the interiors to look like. So I want the tree on the inside to be a feature. So I want big, like these. Yes. That's not the same because of the platform. Hold on. I love the 9 key, my beloved. I want to show you my plan for the up. So we're going to do all this sand, but on here it's gonna be grass, and we're gonna have like these little tropical grassy areas because I don't want this to just be industrial. It loses the vibe it needs and it's boring. We'll come back to that. Let's kind of do the doors and stuff, the boring stuff. I think that will fit the vibe. Honestly, for right here, I just want these windows. I love how it looks like it's all water damaged. Lovely. So for this, I was thinking we would go to the outdoor section and get like little loungers. Like, this one has food on it, so it's perfect. And then what about a little umbrella? Cute! And then for these, I really want it to use like this Hold on. Little baby palm tree. And then let's add some shrubbery. Oh my goodness, my foot fell asleep and I feel like I'm dying right now. That's so cute. And then I think once we add the patch of grass, it'll just take it to that next level we need. That is so cute. Oh my goodness, my whole leg is so numb and asleep right now. It's going to fall off and I'm going to perish right here and now. But I continue to build because I'm a baller. Okay, I think that's the outside of this one done. I think that's good. Okay, for this one, I'm thinking about making a tent. We need this to be a square. I'm gonna try to make it tent-like, so I'm gonna use this roof. If we do the, what is it? Shift C? Yeah. We got some more control. And then that's kind of what we're looking for. My only grievance is there's no good swatch that matches, but I feel like this is the best we got, and this isn't the worst. So the tints are like orange and red, so we can definitely like just do this all around. Hold on. I'm just making sure this lines up correctly. It does, okay. And I kind of want to add something right here if we can. I think I might just add another tower, and then there's a lot of blue and purple colors. I also think I'm going to use these over here just for consistency. Wow, that's a lot brighter. The lighting really messes with these colors and they look bizarre. I was also thinking about making this have some kind of opening where we can put a car in there. There's a lot of car races in this one and they're really fun and I feel like that's important to put in. Oh, we need to add like space elements in too. Would be good. Maybe that's more on the inside type of thing. Wait, these are perfect. Oh, I wish there was a double door like this. I guess we can like cheat our own double door. Oh, and there's different options. That's cute. That works so perfectly. I'm just trying to intermix the colors because there's lots of intermixed colors. I just feel like it doesn't look good. But like in the game, there's lots of intermixed colors and like they're bright and bold and Okay, I wouldn't change the wallpaper again because I think brighter looks better. And I also noticed there's a lot of drapey bits, like purple drapes. So I'm just gonna add purple drapes everywhere and see how that helps, if it helps. What's going on. I think I'm just frustrated because it was going so well with the first two and this one I'm struggling more than I expected to. Okay, I added the purple and I also added this little arch and honestly I like it. It should look really weird and it does, but it also works in this weird way. Oh, you know what? I forgot to when I was over here. I wanted to make this. I was reminded of that because I also want to use that same kind of thing right here. I'm pretty sure there's blue tiles like that here. Because there's a lot of blue tiles in area, however you say it. There's little stars on here too, on top of them, and I'm wondering if we can use something like this and just like bring this up. We got the vibe. That's all I wanted was to get the correct vibe. Oh, I haven't done any windows. Controversial for me, but I might just not do windows because this place supposed to have a vibe where it's like dark and has cool lights. Is there a version of this where she's on both sides? I don't like that he's alone. That makes me sad. Are you kidding me? I like the two different colors, but I don't want him to be alone. Okay, we're gonna have to do the same color because I can't have him be alone. That makes me too sad. Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy with how this turned out. Okay, I'm gonna start on the winter horn section and I'm going to make the clock tower to the best of my ability. I will try. This thing is interesting. So we're gonna need bricks like this down the middle and then we need some darker bricks on the side. Well, they're gray, but then they have a strip of darkness. Maybe something like this. You know what? Actually, if we do this, we can put columns, and I think that'll fix it. Some of this is going to get covered when I add more architecture, but for now, it's easier if I just start like this. Because I already tried to build this a second ago, and it was just not working out for me. Maybe like this? I don't know what I'm doing here. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. What am I doing? Bro, what is going on right now? I got to the part in the original Wasteland where there's this little sleepy Kirby and then he gets like pummeled. Like, okay, he gets flattened by this tower that comes down and then he just like sadly he just I shouldn't be laughing. He like sadly floats down and I feel really bad because he's like floating down and his eyes go wide and he's plummeting to his death, and I shouldn't laugh, and it broke my heart, but it was kind of funny looking, and I just want to share that with you. Okay, I'm not working on the clock because this is going to take me a while, and I don't want to spend all my storage recording me trying to figure this out, and I'll come back. Voila! Clock tower done. Gonna put a little building, little bridge. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be swag. It's gonna be epic. Okay, this is what I've got going on so far, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure if it's the right move to go with the brown here or to go with the gray, because it definitely looks a little more gray in the game, but the tower is definitely brown. Okay, I double checked. In the game, it's like a brownish gray. It's very mixed in the middle of the two, so I think either way I go, it's gonna be fine. And then there's a lot of like these kind of fences, or like these kinds, but obviously in the game they're bigger. So yeah, I'm just gonna add some doors and windows, I think. Okay, so I added just some doors and windows and whatnot, nothing too fancy, but then I found like the snow angel. I knew there was like snow. Wait. No! This is the biggest blunder I've ever seen in my life. Are you kidding me? What do you mean? What do you mean? No! I was so excited for this. Whatever, nothing matters. I don't care anyways. I know there's another snow pile. It's not as cute as that, but is this gonna disappear too? Okay. Whatever, I don't care. I'll just add some snow piles around, I guess. No snow angels, because that's lame, I guess. I even pulled up the recording because I was excited. I was gonna go ahead and do the snow without showing, because I was like, oh, that's whatever. And I was like, but the snow angel I have to show. These look like eggs. The other one looked cute. Didn't look like eggs. It's cute. Be cuter with a snow angel. I am going to just do these four for now and come back into the other four. I've done the exteriors. Now I think I'm gonna go back and do the interiors, and I'll probably add more to the exteriors now that I'm gonna go through debug. Well, I guess we'll circle back around to this and then do the inside, and that'll be fun. There's a lot of industrialness being taken over by greenery. There's some fun like carpets at the mall. I feel like the main colors are like this cyan color, gray, green. So that's what we're gonna go for. The first thing I'm gonna do is try to match this flooring I saw in the game. It's like this with a light color on the corners and then like red on the inside. More so pink. So this is not exact, but it's as close as I'm going to be able to get. There we go. That's sort of what it looks like inside it. That's actually pretty good. I like that. Another thing I noticed are the walls use, where is it? There's this blue. I think it's in tile, like this. Almost. There's a lot of like this type of thing in the blue and in a gray swatch. Let's start with blue and we'll accent with gray. Okay, a couple things. One, I realize this floor is not entirely accurate, which I didn't expect it to be. It's a Sims. Like these are supposed to be spaced out and stuff more, but if I do that, you're not gonna really get to see a lot of like the pink and stuff I tried, and it like completely, I couldn't figure out how to do it in a way where you still get, honestly this is more of a better vibe because you still get all the colors, so even though it's not accurate, it goes with the vibe more. I also noticed that there's like this little, in a window at the mall, there's like a little like grandma couch and grandma, lamp and stuff, so I'm gonna add that in here because I think that's really cute. It's just a little pink grandma couch. Doesn't look exactly like this, but you know, this is a pink grandma couch, so it's good enough. There's like a little white chair and stuff, so I'm gonna add that in. Okay, I've been playing around. Everything's subject to change. I'm doing like industrial kitchen to throw in those vibes. I did this little, this looks like the little table and chairs that are in the game, and I thought that'd be cute for the dining room. There's actually just like a little size down table there because that was the only way I could make the chair. Hopefully this is usable. I don't know. I'm gonna cover this in vines and stuff and leaves. I think I'm gonna change the bathroom. I was gonna make it look like there's like moss like growing in on the floor, and it just doesn't look right with the way I try to do it. I think I'm gonna make the bedrooms inspired by the final boss. So this is gonna be inspired by Mr. Gorilla Man himself. So I have put Lots of leaves and stuff in here. I think I'm gonna leave this one a little more plain. I just remembered I have a room up here I have to do, and I did not think about that. I forgot that was there. I'm gonna be honest. Anyway, that's not my problem right now. Haven't finished the bathroom. I'm just gonna add some like industrial stuff at it. Little tiny little baby traffic cone, and then little pipes. I put another traffic cone over here. This is like for the tunnel where it's like all broken apart, and there's like a lantern and everything, and little fruit stickers. And then, well, I said fruit. None of that is a fruit. I even added like the purple, the blue. Am I okay? I really need to sleep. I'm always tired. Blue trash can. Little bathroom again. Simple but fine. And then we got the, what's his name, Gorimondo room. I put it this swirly one because he swirls. That's like his attack. Hi, I don't know why I didn't record this, but I reworked Gorimondo's room because I was not happy with how it looked, and I think this looks a lot better, it being more black and then having like his mohawk and then the little stripes he has. I think this is more of his vibe, and I gave him a workout thing because he just seems like the type to work out. I don't know, he's pretty buff. I mean, he skips leg day, but like the arm's pretty buff, so you know. I made this another construction area. Like when you're in the tunnel, I think this looks nice. It like has the vibe. It's got like the sediment walls and then the cracked floor, and I think that looks cute. I also decided every house is gonna have yellow ladders because yellow ladders are in the game, and I think that's cute too. I went ahead and just added some fountains because there's like the part where water comes up and you have to like go on it and it shoots you up. Hi, voiceover time for a minute because I had YouTube playing in the background while I was recording and I didn't realize that was happening because I guess I had it muted. But it was not muted on the recording. You could not even hear what I was saying, which is great, but I put in a boat because there's boats in this level, so yeah, pretty obvious. I also added water because this is a flooded level, so again, makes sense to me. Yeah. Also, more palm tree decor because the boss of this stage is a palm tree guy. Also, I didn't make the bedroom themed after the boss like I said I was going to do, simply because the whole house is kind of palm tree themed and it's the centerpiece, so it didn't seem necessary. I also made the inside look like the outside with like blue sky walls, and I like it. Flooring, I'm thinking we do something that looks sandy. Like we could just do like a nice little wood or something. Okay, yes, I like the sandy flooring. I'm thinking making this more like a water flooring, but keeping it actual flooring still, so maybe like a tile. And then I thought it'd be cute, since this is meant to look like a water flooring, making a little living room, but using the new, I literally just unlocked this, the new couch. Here it is! Perfect. That's so cute! And then I think I'm just gonna do a kitchen maybe like around here, and it's gonna be industrial again, that kind of vibe. I don't know if I'll show all of it because it's gonna be kind of boring and I kind of want to watch a Skizzleman live stream right now, but I also want to build, so I will just come and show important parts that I feel like are important. Okay, I say that, but then I immediately came back because look how cute this little idea I had. Okay, so there's like the crates in the game you can break or whatever, but I also like the idea, since this is meant to be kind of like water, just the TV is just floating by on crates. You just gotta kind of hope, you know, if this was actual water, you just gotta kind of hope your inflatable chair and the TV line up. But I think it's cute. Okay, little update. I don't know if this works on the dining table. I might change something different. You know, this might just be a little hangout spot. I think would also work. It is kind of cozy, but I think this gives a tropical feel, and obviously this had the nice coral. There's not really coral in this game, so I'm putting like plants that look underwater-y, I guess. And like I said, kitchen was just like industrial kitchen, maybe a touch of like holiday. It's not going through the wall. Good. I don't feel like it's gonna have as many like hidden features like this one did of stuff that was in the level, but I am certainly going to try. Okay, yeah, I'm really struggling to find things to put, to be quite honest. I did find these, and these are the only starfish things I can find. I get this is Christmas stuff. It's all I have, and I feel like starfish, they are I feel like they are everywhere in that level. I feel like I need to put something with starfish. And you know, it's like palm tree-ish, so you know, Christmas in July, whatever, it's there. The bathroom, I'm gonna go more industrial. This is more of the cozy, beachy stuff. There's this green bench somewhere random, so I just put that in there as a little filler item. I also found this. There is there's two things. There's something where you like you become the circle, the O, and that reminds me of this. And then there's also another archway, so it's like I'm combining two elements in my head and put it, yeah, whatever. So I'm thinking for the bathroom, I'm gonna make it look very industrial, but make the floor probably the same tile, so it looks like a flooded industrial bathroom, because that's the whole point, is that like it was an industrial area where the water rose and it got all flooded. I was so upset there was no starfish things, and then I remember there's these string lights which I use all of the time, and just because they're not starfish doesn't mean they don't work. So I think I'm gonna use these and just put them around here and use this pinky color. Look at this, I made this. I put a little tiny palm tree in this little jar that has a palm tree on it and put some dirt in it to cover it. And then, did I do anything else? The bathroom. It's nothing special. It just looks, you know, you can see like the bottom of the concrete, but it's blue because like water, and then just like industrial bits and bobs, and yeah, nothing too special, but still cute. We're gonna move on to this one. I'm excited to do this because it's so different. I'm excited to not have to do industrial stuff for a moment. But I want to use this kind of carpet, this kind of fun house carpet, because there's not one like in the game. This is the best we've got, and I might just like do some kind of design with it. This is not in the game, but there isn't the flooring like in the game, and the flooring has all these colors, so I'm making my own cool little pattern, and it's gonna be this. I put a fountain, because there's a little fountain in the game. You gotta, you know, use a fountain to become water Kirby and get rid of all the mud. I put mud surrounding it. And then I went more for vibes than actual what it looks like, because there's no way I'm going to have the wallpaper in the flooring, so I went for the colors that the flooring has and made it kind of cool. There are little parts where there's like these yellowy, orangish circles. I put that. A lot of wallpapers are this dark blue, but they have like stars and moons and stuff on them, so I try to add that kind of stuff around. And then obviously these little pop-up guys that come in and you gotta like hit them. Doesn't exactly look like this, but you know, it's more so the vibe, and I think the vibe is there. This definitely looks like a fun house. I know it's getting less and more interpretive as it goes on. Listen, it's cool. It's cool though. Look at this little green little guy. Look at how he glows, kinda. Like, look at him. Okay, so there's a lot of, okay, when you get to the actual part of the fun house, there's a lot of lime green. So I did this. I hate to use the couch again that I used somewhere else, but it is the perfect lime green, and then this table just ties in with a bunch of colors. And then I like this like futuristic look, because there is like a futuristic space agey type vibe going on. I did a couple things. One, I put this little light bulb in for like light bulb Kirby, which I love. I love light bulb Kirby. Anyways, I did this little bathroom. I noticed a lot of colors, like this turquoise color and purple and yellow. Also the road kind of reminded me of this. The blue tiles for like the what's it called? The planets and stars also kind of reminded me of this. So I did blue tile, and then this for like those colors we see all around, and then obviously lots of stars. Did all the little appliances yellow to bring in that color. For over here I did more of the racetrack things. I have, you know, little flags, the checkered print, little bit of red. I got the red car for Kirby, and just some concrete. And then up here is going to be the bedroom for Coraline. I went ahead and put these stage lights in here, which I think give good atmosphere and remind me of in the game. In the game they're not colored like this, but I think the colors actually look really cool when it again brings in aspects of the fun house. If I look at the background, there's like pink and purple stripes. This whole build is full of stripes, which it goes with the aesthetic, but it's a lot. There's also like green lines in between, so I might use some columns. And then the flooring's also purple. So this is exactly what we're looking for, and will be good. This is what I did. I again put scratch marks on the wall because that's kind of how she attacks. I like how those look green. Wait, those look really cool with this lighting. I didn't know this was going to look that cool. I also put a vanity because of the way she looks. I feel like that's the kind of dresser and everything she'd have. I try to make it her colored, you know? Same with this. There's no leopard print, so this is like the best I could do for anything. And then the bed, I just did like a purple and pink little cat bed. I also added a little cat welcome mat right there. And I think this is done. Okay, I went ahead and played around with some flooring and wallpaper in here. This is kind of like what it looks like when you're with the trains and whatever. And I thought about making this part just like a big old kitchen and dining room, and then putting the living room over here. And I think, so this place with the trains and everything also has a lot of icy elements. So I think I'm going to make everything else like blue icy looking to contrast here. I made the appliances look like blue and icy. There's even like looks like a snow layer on top. So I like that. I just realized I didn't add a sink. I'll add one right there. But I also noticed, well, one, there's this cute little tablecloth with snowflakes on it. But two, there's these yellow benches in one of the levels. And so I did the yellow chairs to represent that. I might add some yellow benches out here too, but I felt like that tied in a little nicer to what goes on in the game. Okay, so as said before, this was like the concrete area with a little bit of ice elements, and then this one I went full icy. So there is an area where there's like ice walls and these like blue pillars. They're actually like industrial elements because the Kirby loves industrial elements in its game apparently. I think this is the only one where I didn't put any of that in. But anyways, I love putting that in every build and I'm not getting tired of it at all. So this one's like the snowy floor and then bringing in the blue and the icy walls and then like orange arrows and cute little snowmen and this TV, which I love that they added in The Sims. Very, very cute. And blankets and pillows, so it'd be all like cozy and warm. I might even add some more blankets. So then I'm going to make a bedroom here, which I'm going to base on... I haven't decided if it's going to be based on King DDD or if it's going to be based on that area or like a little bit of both. Guys, before we do anything else, this has to go. Look at it. Look at this. Look at him. Look at him. It's so cute. It's so perfect. This bedroom's having a TV, and it's gonna be a King DDD. I mean, it doesn't really look like him, but it's a blue penguin, so it's perfect. I love it so much. Try to tie in King DDD's colors. So one thing is he has like triangles that are orange and yellow. They sometimes look red, but I think in the Forgotten World they look more orange in my opinion. Tied in some red and yellow and then blue for his skin. And look at the little penguin TV. And like a regal little candle because he looks regal. He has nice gold accessories, so I want to add more decoration in here if I can find some more. Okay, 3 things. 1, I added like a little bit more blue in here, and then like stars, because he has little stars. I think I am going to add more stars on the wall, and maybe like a sword or something in here. But more importantly, I found this rug, and this is perfect for in here, so I put this in here with this stuff, so cute. Guys, okay, I found some hammers. I added some like little hammers, and then I found this big toy hammer. It's not the right color, but it is a big toy hammer. I don't know if I should make it. How big should I make this? Oh yeah. Also for the bathroom, I'm gonna do more, so there's these little parts that go out at one point, and they have this stripy pattern, and I want to use a stripy pattern, then it brings in the brick. Another industrial bathroom, let's go. I might actually make it icy. I'll probably make it icy. Everything in here looks so cold and awful to sit on, because it's meant to be like icy, and so in my head this is just made of ice, and that sounds awful to sit in, lay in. And I think that's this one done, unless I add little details, which I will show when I do like the little walkthrough or whatever. But I think that's it. I added trees. I like those. I think this is cute. And then I have these buildings to do, but this is halfway done. This took so long.